Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers had been tempting fate for weeks. And let's just say that's a dangerous place to live in the NFL. So Tampa Bay come from behind wins. Despite a 5-2 record, they have the same point differential as 2-5 Arizona. And last night, Tampa, from the first series by the Lions, got punched in the mouth. Detroit's offensive line and Jahmyr Gibbs, they had a different level of energy, and they controlled the game. And, I mean, they're deep, and they're talented. And Jahmyr Gibbs, remember when he was picked in the first round, and everybody's like, you can't pick a running back then? I mean, Tampa's fun. They're feisty. They've got experience. They're exciting. And Baker Mayfield's a perfect fit. But that roulette style of football does not work long-term. They had 58 total yards in the first half, and were lucky to be in the game midway through the second quarter. And here's the thing about Detroit. Between their talent, Brad Holmes upstairs, a great GM, and Dan Campbell's Ted Lasso positivity. Let's be honest, Dan Campbell is Ted Lasso if Ted Lasso benched about 375 pounds. And between that talent and Dan Campbell, they are a monster at home. They should organizationally request a Super Bowl there, cross their fingers they get in. Baker Mayfield was fighting uphill all night long. And here's the thing. The secondary for the Lions has been banged up, it seems like, for years. They lost both coordinators, and yet Baker Mayfield was the most uncomfortable he had been all season long. He looked cooked. 0 for 9 throwing the ball down the field, and that's what Baker has lived on, and coming from behind is what Baker has lived on, and they didn't like the calls they got, and Detroit's defensive line dominated Tampa up front. Lions are now number 2 in the NFL in point differential. Unbelievable, 3-0 at home, and once again, Dan Campbell's culture building, Ted Lasso with biceps energy on display on Monday Night Football, where they've won 5 straight standalone games. Yep, they did. Dan Campbell, I thought he was, I'll be honest, kind of a meathead, biting kneecaps in his first press conference in the history of calling right, calling wrong. This is probably the most wrong I've ever been. He is literally, as Baker Mayfield is a perfect fit for Tampa, Dan Campbell should be the Lions head coach forever. He is a home run. And I'm telling you, you get him at home on a fast track, nobody's touching him.